Hello viewers, I recently got involved with a local Toastmasters group, and this is a practice run through for a speech that I will be giving at an upcoming meeting. It is from the Motivational Strategies pathway, and it is the Icebreaker Project. My name is Cynthia Parkhill, and I am enrolled for fall 2025 in the LIS 5322, Information Sources and Services. It is part of my studies toward a master's degree in library and information science from the University of Central Missouri. And each semester when I take a new class, our first assignment is to introduce ourselves. And so, as the icebreaker speech is about sharing my personal story, I decided to share a little about my background as it pertains to information services. One of my hopes with Toastmasters is to develop myself as a more effective promoter of resources available in the library where I work. So my experience offering information services: before I became a librarian, I worked as a newspaper editor. Jonathan and I had moved to Lake County, California in order to be closer to his work at the time, and I looked for work and I managed to get a job in the newsroom of the county's daily newspaper. And so during my work at the newspaper, I helped to edit weekly and daily publications. I uploaded articles to the newspaper's website, and I posted updates to social media. And people often contacted the newsroom seeking information about a local concert series, about ways to donate to a local fundraiser. And so in a sense, even before setting foot in a library, I was offering information services. Now, as time went on, newspaper work became more stressful. There was more work to do, fewer people to do it, and so it had long been my dream of working in a library, and so I decided to resume my efforts toward making that dream a reality. I started volunteering at the local public library, and I took online classes toward an associate's degree in library and information technology. Long story short, through my volunteer experience, I managed to get a job in a school library, first in Ashland, Oregon, and then here in Santa Rosa. And so what information services looks like in my present occupation: teachers or students might come to the library looking for a particular book or books on a particular subject. I also do some proactive efforts to promote resources in the library. I produce weekly First Chapter Friday videos. I also create physical and virtual book displays, and I create brochures in Canva, which is an online graphic design program. I have brochures for different award winners, brochures that highlight books written from a particular background or perspective, and I offer brochures addressing different types of genres in the library. And I highlight books that fit curricular focuses, character traits that the teachers are focusing on, or special observances. Now, during the COVID-19 shutdown, I started posting videos. Publishers offered special permissions that allowed me to record myself reading entire books. And I also posted how-to videos about accessing online resources, because even though our physical libraries were closed, both the public library and the school libraries, we had access 24/7 through the public library's online services like Overdrive and Hoopla. And so when our sites reopened, I continued posting videos on YouTube, and 2025 marked my 5th year of consistently posting videos. Okay, so part of my graduate studies involves creating an e-portfolio, and I know from an e-portfolio prompt specific for this class that one of the proficiencies that I will develop and specifically address in my e-portfolio is describing how I analyze data to make decisions about a library. And so one of the ways that I currently put this into practice is paying attention to what the top titles are and also the top circulating types of books. What types of books are most frequently checked out? And so one of my most recent reports, this was from the school year recently completed. Among more than 4,000 items checked out, 1,637 of those were graphic novels. So I try to keep the collection current, up to date with recently published graphic novels. And I also use collection analysis to locate titles that are out of date and have low circulation, books that perhaps haven't been checked out in years, maybe even decades, because removing older books, outdated books, is just as important as purchasing current titles. And so in conclusion, for several years, I have been an information professional, working first as a newspaper editor and then through working as a library technician. And I'm looking forward to furthering my development as a polished speaker in order to more effectively communicate about the subjects and interests that I care about.